Hi, my name is Robin and I'm a third year Bioscience student. As much as I love the biology aspect of my course, I absolutely cannot stand the chemistry. It's just not my thing, I've never been able to grasp it, but unfortunately one of my modules called spectroscopy is very heavily chemistry based. So when it came to sitting a routine exam in April, I unfortunately failed. So come with me in this video to repeat that exam and get at least 35%.
I'm so anxious.
Drip, drip, cornflakes. Give you a kiss, kiss, I'll be okay.
Before we hop into this video, I'd just like to say that I'm still getting used to this little microphone of mine, and in some parts of the video I just dead ass forgot to turn it on. The quality of the audio tends to fluctuate a lot in this video. Please bear with me, I'm trying to get better at it, and I will make sure the audio in the next video is a lot better. Today is Monday the 28th of April and my exam is on Thursday the 1st. This exam is not one of my state exams that I do at the end of every year. This is just because I failed the other CA and I have to repeat this in order to pass the module. This is completely CA based. I didn't fail this one, I just missed this one because I was in Tenerife. Quick editor's note, I know I just said it's kind of confusing and all over the place. The CA that I'm repeating in this video is technically not a repeat because I actually didn't sit it in the first place, and that was the first one in February. Now the second CA in April I did fail, and that's why I had to repeat the first one to try and make up the mark, if that makes sense. I explained it so weirdly, I'm so sorry. My actual exams don't start till the 9th of May, so I have a little bit more time. I have 6 chapters that I have to learn off for this. I don't even know where to start, if I'm honest with you. I feel like I should start on the actual spectra readings because this is going to take me so long to get a grasp of, and I feel like knowing this might make everything else a bit easier. I don't know, I could be wrong. Also, I have not studied properly since Christmas. My CAs, I've been winging it. Like I literally look at the thing the day before or the morning of, depending on what time the exam is at, and I just I go for it. And I've been fine for the other ones, but this one don't work like that. So my study methods might be a bit wishy-washy. I honestly don't really know how to go about this. I think we'll start with a YouTube video and see where we get from there. That's not how you spell it. My go-to YouTubers when it comes to anything like chemistry based are always Professor Dave and the organic chemistry tutor. I'm gonna see what Dave can teach me and then I'll check back in. Take me a minute to actually get into the study mode, so I apologize if I seem real spacey at the beginning, but that's genuinely how it works for me. Like when I'm starting to get into this study grind, I'm so spacey, I'm so out of it, I don't really feel like doing it. Panic hasn't set in yet and I kind of need that push to make me do something, because if not I'll just sit on my arse.
One double bond character, then the SP3.
I fear I will never understand this subject. I'm tapping out. That was I'm too stressed. It's been a minute. I took my time and I actually went to my cousin's birthday party because I just needed to step back. It overwhelmed me and I got scared, but on my way to the party I actually texted my boyfriend's cousin, who happens to be in the same course as me, just a year above, and I was like, girl, do you have any notes that could just help me understand spectras and infrared and just spectroscopy as a whole? And she's like, yeah, give me 5 minutes. Set me word for word, step by step of how to do this thing, and I absolutely love her. She knows who she is, she watches my videos, and she's a queen. I'm gonna ease myself into it first. I'm gonna make out a little table for my spectras. These different points that you see are all different peaks, and all the different peaks correlate to a different functional group, which then in turn help you figure out which molecule is being represented on the spectra. Does that make sense? I don't know, maybe I butchered that, but each one occurs at a different wavelength on the spectra, and you're given a table in the exam to help you figure out which one is at which wavelength. They say it's better to have a good idea of where each one occurs, so that during the exam you're not flipping back and forth to the pages and just wasting time. So I'm gonna make one out for myself. It's probably extra. Definitely is extra, but that will help me and it'll motivate me to start proper studying. Update. This is the first time I'm moving from my chair since I last spoke to you, and I'm still not done my table. I literally am such a perfectionist, it has to be perfect, but here's how it's looking. I've got all the grid lines and all of the values and everything on it. I just need to put on the actual functional groups on it. That's what that little blue rectangle is down there, but it's 11 p.m. Getting very tired. I also haven't eaten dinner, so I need to go eat something. This was a very unsuccessful study day and I'm aware of that. I'm thinking tomorrow I actually am going to go up to college and work in the library, because here I have too many distractions. If I'm being very honest, I am like really anxious right now. I don't really know why. I think it's just a mix of everything. I dropped down in mgs of my anti-anxiolytic, I think that's what they're called, anti-anxiety meds, around 2 months ago, and so I'm like kind of still feeling the waves of that. I don't know if that's normal. I'm kind of getting a grasp on my anxiety as such. When I do get anxious, I'm able to rationalize it a lot quicker and easier than the way I was before, so I think that's a good sign. But that being said, whenever I get anxious, I just get such like a turny tummy and just anxiety feeling. My anxiety is focused around emetophobia, so like anything to do with my tummy like freaks me out, and so eating is something I don't really like to do when I'm very anxious, which is very bad. So I'm just gonna have some toast. It's comfort food, it's safe food. I don't know if people care about that, but I just thought it's nice to be open and honest. I finished up my food and I kept going, and this looks very, very promising. All I have to do now is add in the actual labels for the functional groups. I don't look good today, I apologize for that. Time check, 32 minutes past midnight. The plan for tomorrow is to get the 12 o'clock bus up to college, stay there for the day, and then get the 6 o'clock bus back home. I'm gonna finish this thing off and then I'm gonna go to bed. I have somehow come the entire way to college and didn't bring my fucking headphones. I need my headphones. I came to a natural classroom because I don't have headphones, so I can play a bit of music to stimulate my mind so I'll actually do something. And as well as that, it's so awkward trying to film in college. I don't know, I'm so socially awkward when it comes to this. So it's already Tuesday, 29th of April, so the exam is now in 2 days and I am nowhere near ready. I did make my little table up last night. It actually looks really cute and I love how it turned out. Did it take me super long to make it? Yes. Was it probably a waste of time? Absolutely. But I like how it looks. Okay, let's get studying. As well as reading my notes, I took out my phone and started watching the videos that Lauren sent me about reading the spectra and understanding it, and I 100% did not realise how much of these videos were going to help me. I have failed this subject so many times. Like, I literally did a repeat of this subject last August. Tell me why. It literally just took Lauren explaining it in that video for me to actually understand. I don't know what that says about me. I don't know what that says about my lecturer. Am I confident? Not at all. Like, I still need to go over. I'm sorry, I look like a peacock right now, but I'm kind of digging it a little bit. There's still so much I need to learn. Like the theory. I'm gonna get a coffee. I deserve a coffee.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, I think I need to move back to the library because I now need my laptop. It's charging over there, but it won't be like sufficiently charged to like use it over here. And I also need the printers, which are in the library, so. I didn't realize how prominent my god-awful posture was in this video, but I actually look like a gremlin standing at that whiteboard. And don't worry, it gets worse throughout the video. But basically what I'm doing here is just drawing out the spectras and the different peaks, and then figuring out what stretch occurs at what wavelength. Honestly, at this point, I just wanted to like get myself really familiarized with the look of the spectra so I could like even estimate when I was in the exam, because even though I was starting to understand how to read it, I definitely wasn't 100% confident on how to answer a question. Time check, it's 4:22. I've been here for like 3-ish hours and I'm trying my hardest. And I'm starting to get like a little bit of a grasp on it, but nothing major. I've done a few more examples and like I'm kind of understanding how to interpret the actual spectra itself, but I'm not understanding how to correlate them to the molecule, if that makes sense. I'm gonna leave that there for a second because that's only one aspect of this entire exam. I still have like 6 or 7 more chapters I need to get through, and that's basically all theory, so I'm gonna get a start on that. My bus is at around 6 o'clock, so I have like an hour and a half, and I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going and see how I get on. I'm watching Eleanor Neal to keep me going. I'm kind of starting to panic now and I feel like avoiding all of this. Less than 48 hours to go. has just gone 5:30 and I'm pretty sure there was just like a closing notice over the intercom. I couldn't really hear it in this room. It's perfect timing, my bus is in like half an hour. By the time I pack up and get out, it'll be there in like 10 minutes. I thought today didn't go that well in terms of study, but in that last hour I kind of got like decent grasp on the biological applications of FTIR, which is always like a guaranteed part of a question. If I have that learned, I can answer something. Good morning, happy April 31st. It's the last of the month, starting a new one tomorrow. And of course, how I'm starting it is by doing an exam. T-minus 1 day and I am shitting bricks. I've been taking it way too easy. Like yesterday, the day before, I was literally just like looking over things and nothing was actually being like retained into my head. So today, I'm not going to focus on talking to the vlog the whole time because I need to clock the fuck in. Literally sitting down 5 minutes and I already don't want to do this. I'm currently actually emailing my lecturer because I didn't sit this exam at all. I failed the second one, but I just wasn't here for the first one. And I'm not sure what the layout is, so I'm hoping that he'll get back to me ASAP, because once I have the layout of the exam, I should be okay. It's gotten to the point now in my study where everything is just going on a big sheet and I have multiple of these. They're not going to be pretty. This is just like my mind map. This is where everything will go and I don't know where to start. I've ended up outside. It's been a couple of hours. It's now 7:45 and I literally have only finished one of those pages. That's it. I've done one chapter and I haven't even fully revised it. I've just written it out so I have it ready to like look over tomorrow, but I still have another like 6 more to go. I'm currently on my second one. I'm doing Raman spectroscopy and time is getting short and there's not a lot of it left. I'm going to spend as much time as I can here, put on my headphones and just speed run this shit. I'm by myself. It's so relaxing out here because this is a joke. This is actually a joke. Like I've completely done this to myself. Like I had 3 weeks to study for this, but between me working and like other college things, I just didn't study for this. Like this was the last thing on my mind. I was like, it's fine, I'll have a perfect amount of time in a week. I won't need any more. Evidently I didn't have enough time. That is completely my fault. It's nobody else's fault. I should have prioritized study over work, which is easier said than done, but I should have, tried a little bit harder. It is currently 1:39 a.m. I'm back in my bedroom now and I am so anxious. I can't tell if it's like anxiety for the exam tomorrow or just like genuine anxiety. I'm gonna try and go to sleep. I have to be up at like 6:30 tomorrow to be ready to get the bus. You can definitely tell that I am not very organized when it comes to studying, especially since this one is like the first exam to kick off the actual exam season. And I know this video is probably gonna be all over the place, but that is literally a representation of what my mind has been. I'm gonna play my sorting game now, cool and calm myself down, and I will see you tomorrow before the exam. Hello, is this thing on?
Sokka, come in here. Introduce yourself for the camera for a sec. What's your name?
Saoirse.
No, what's your name?
My porn star name, Sokka.
How are you feeling on this fine day? What do you think of the weather?
I'm feeling suicidal right now.
Cut the clip. How are you feeling for the exam? Introduce yourself to the crowd, please.
I'm Robin.
How are you feeling on this fine day? What do you think of the weather?
I think the weather's excellent. I'm feeling like ass.
Why is that?
Because we've been here for 3 hours and all we've done is talk shit.
How are you feeling for your exam?
I feel a little bit confident, but not enough. Introduce yourself to the video.
Hi, I'm Dina.
Deanie, or Dean. How are you feeling for the exam today?
I feel like I'm being looked up the ass. No lube, no condom, no permission, just...
I'm gonna have to bleep so much of this and I'm so excited. If you had to guess your percentage, your score for this exam.
52.
Exactly.
52, that's
Okay, Sokka.
19.
I thought you said 19. I was like, gee, she's confident.
I'm gonna give myself a solid 43. That seems to be like my continuous repeat score. Study DNA.
Not looking good. It's been a couple of hours. I took a big long nap and I just slept on the whole thing and just kind of took a little time to process it. It didn't go well. I'll be 100% honest, it did not go in my favour. I'm honestly afraid I didn't pass it. I'm really beating myself up over it because like it's my fault. I should have given myself more time to study and found more resources for this subject because I struggle with it so much. But then at the same time, I've been doing this subject for 2 years now and I still just can't grasp it. Like I've tried everything. I've sought help from other lecturers, other classmates, YouTube videos, outside resources. It just isn't for me, and that's completely fine. Like there's always going to be a subject or two that you don't like in your course and you're going to find really difficult, and it's just an element of like you got to pass this and forget about it next year. I felt okay going into it because like I had studied this morning and the stuff I learned off the day before yesterday actually stuck in my head and did come up, and honestly that's the only question I'm like really confident in and will get majority of the marks there. As much as I should have, you know, done better and like tried harder, I do need to be a bit kinder to myself. I'm praying I can even scrape like 35% because if that's the case they can take marks from my practical element, which is really good, and boost my theory mark up with that, and so I can actually like pass the module. I was talking to my lecturer after the exam and I was like, listen, I hate this subject. I was like, so sorry dude, no, this is your expertise, but I fucking hate it. If I fail this one, what do I do? Basically what he says is if enough people are still failing the course after this exam, we can repeat CA2, which I also failed. It's so fucking annoying. And if worst comes to worst, I can carry this module into next year and just repeat the entire module, which I don't want to do because next year is my project year, it's my final year, and it's just going to be so hands-on. I don't want to be doing an extra module on top of that. I will hopefully have the mark by Tuesday, and obviously I'll update you on what the situation is. I won't leave you on a cliffhanger, don't worry. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of afraid to come back to the video and be like, hey, it didn't go well, and I was even like, maybe I should just scrap this whole video. And then I'm like, no, cop the fuck on. Like, it's okay to struggle with a subject. And I do struggle with chemistry, but unfortunately it's a big part of my course. It's just an element that I need to pass. Another thing is that I do not care about the result as long as it's a pass. I could literally get 40% and I will be ecstatic because I can continue to 4th year without carrying this module. I'm going to try and forget about it now because if I don't, I'm going to cry over it and I don't want to waste time. It's not worth it. It really is not worth it. Like, there's nothing I can do. And this is where unfortunately I have to rely on my little microphone to update you on what happened. If you've been following my Instagram over the last few weeks, you would have seen that I lost my 512GB SD card. Not like I misplaced it or anything, it literally blew up. It blew up. I'm not even kidding. It literally just, it blew up. And of course, the part of the video where I told you how I got on in the exam was lost. And I will never be able to access it again. But thankfully, I can just tell you here. So, I passed. By 1%. No joke, literally 36%. I 100% think my lecturer gave me that extra 1% just to get me over the pass line so he wouldn't have to see me again. Man knew I was struggling. I've been complaining about his subject for years. And while we're on the topic of exam results, I did in fact pass all of my other summer exams. I'm so happy about it. And to add on to that 36% from spec, my overall module mark was like 57. So in the end, I was actually fine. I have only my practical element to thank for that. But that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I will see you in my next one.
We used to have each other's playlists. No, no. Used to be each other's best friends.